here we go.
What gets me, she knows it's
Whoa.
show night.
Hey. There we go. Now it's finally going. Hi, everybody. We're on a new Elgato now. So I had to buy
And
a new
I'm on
one
my cell
because of...
phone.
Yeah, because of technology. This is what we call leftist technology. Or audio.
My computer decided to take a shit and die on me, so... Yay. I have my cell phone.
Alright, well, let's go back to where we left off last time around here. Last time we found out that, what was it? That, Sakura's a spy.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, look who's here. Mystery girl.
Right as I'm drinking water.
Kyoko, good morning.
She still hates you.
Still ignoring me. Is she really that mad at me? But actually, it's not just Kyoko. Ever since Monokuma summoned us last night, the atmosphere around here has gotten really heavy. I can almost feel it looming over us, weighing us down.
Heavy metal.
Sigh. Well, if nothing else, I need to patch things up with Kyoko as soon as possible.
I can't help but think of my late cat who, when he got mad at people, would walk away, but he'd swish his tail dramatically, being like, hey, you need to know that I'm ignoring you. I know you know I'm ignoring you. Now watch my majestic storming out.
Oh, Makoto, are you okay? Huh? What do you mean?
You were late, so we were worried about you.
What a dullard. Toko? Yakuwa? What are you doing here?
What the heck?
They're taking refuge here.
Refuge?
Such ignorance.
Don't make that stupid face. We have to protect ourselves against the Mastermind's tool. The Mastermind's... Are you talking about Sakura? No response, Captain. That's when I finally noticed. The only one that wasn't in the dining hall was Sakura. Huh. Where is Sakura?
Stop talking.
All I know is, if she were here, I wouldn't be. The only reason I went out of my way to join the rest of you was as a safeguard against that threat. Threat?
What is this?
Why? Why do you hate her so much?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? Because this makes things unfair. Unfair? The game should be fair to all players. The existence of a spy for the Mastermind upsets that balance.
What the heck?
That's a stupid reason.
What did you say?
Stupid? This is a life or death game, is it not?
That's terrible.
It is stupid. You're a stupid idiot.
Hey,
Let her say fuck. Before you get too far into your argument, maybe you should stop and think things through. Why did the Mastermind reveal that Sakura was the spy to us?
what the heck?
They were getting revenge on her, right? Like Monokuma said, an eye for an eye.
However,
That may be part of it, but it's not the whole picture. Revealing that fact was also meant to serve as the next motive the Mastermind wanted to give us. The chaos and confusion born from suspicion, the hatred.
in other words,
In other words, this right here, the fighting, the bickering, is the trap the Mastermind laid for us. Knowing that, will you still stand there and argue like children?
but
That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just... I mean, how can I get you guys to believe Sakura again?
If she really can beat the Mastermind like she said, that'd go a long way in my mind.
what are you saying?
Idiot! You really asked her to do something so dangerous? What if something terrible happens to her?
Interesting.
It wouldn't matter.
What?
If Sakura were to die, that's one less person for the mastermind to control. I have no problem with that. Hold on! Byakuya! In fact, if she did die, that would settle this entire issue, wouldn't it? It would put the whole problem to rest. Slap?
Slap.
What the hell?
Voice acting.
Motherfucker!
You disgust me. You're a monster. To say something like that, it should have been you. You should have been the one to die.
What?
Even Lightning Jack's like, what the fuck?
It's like, no, you hurt my partner. I should have died? Interesting. Then are you planning to take care of that yourself? Go ahead. Try it if you dare. That's how it works here, after all.
What is this?
You think I can't do it?
Hina, calm down.
That's right.
This is exactly what the mastermind wants, and it's exactly what Sakura doesn't want.
What's wrong? Lost your nerve?
I'm leaving. I'll be in my room.
Oh jeez, just let her kick him in the shin as like a treat.
Everybody would love that, wouldn't it?
Instead, you had to force her to be Lisa Simpson for like a second. Trembling with anger, Hina ran off.
Big cow! How dare she? She should die 1,000 deaths! No, 1,000,000!
So she was just another hysterical little girl. Hardly worth my attention.
Just a second.
It's what other people call having feelings, Byakuya, and all you can do is mock them for it.
What's wrong with that?
Hey,
A friendly word of warning. Someday that attitude is going to come back and bite you hard.
I don't have time to play with you.
And I will happily elude its attempts. So, you know, how about we, eat? Maybe now's not a good time?
No?
Without a word, each of us left the dining hall. We headed back to our rooms one by one. Whew! So what should I do today? Well, unfortunately, we can't. Well, unfortunately, we can't talk to Hina because she's off. She's upset because she couldn't kick asshole in the shins. And we can't talk to Sakura because Sakura's, you know, trying to keep her distance. And then Kyoko still hates our guts because she wants to not only kick us in the shins but kick us in the dick. So there's only 3 people we could really talk to. I'm just gonna take a look at the report card really quick and see how many of each of the things that we have of each of the characters, because I want to see how far we've gotten so far with each of them. Okay. First person we're going to talk to is Toko. We gotta find her, though. Let's see. No, they're all on the 4th floor today. Ah, Toko's in the office trying to get Byakuya's attention.
That's unusual.
We're gonna get out of here. Not that I'd have much to look forward to if I did get out.
Should I hang out with Toko for a while?
What's your problem? What? More pity?
Take it.
Such a good person showing me all this pity?
I spent some time with Toko. Toko and I grew a little closer today. As she's blushing,
That's
apparently.
crust.
I know exactly what to get her. Here's some extra
Tranquilizer
glasses.
gun?
A breathalyzer gun? Why, is she
I
drunk?
said. No, I said tranquilizer gun.
Oh,
When
I
she
was about
decided to
to
go killing free on us.
Oh. No, that's when Genocide Jack shows up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Can't forgive this. I'll never forgive you for being this nice to me.
Seeing Toko so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. She's just standing there. Does she want
Menacingly?
something? Get out of there, Makoto! But she's not saying anything. Maybe I should try to start a conversation. Toko?
You can bring me some donuts and I'll be happy.
But you want to talk to me? Well, I can't stop you, so talk already.
Okay, sure, but what should I say? So, what do you like to do in your spare time?
Why do you want to know?
Well, I mean, you know, we're trapped here together, right? If we're gonna be friends, it'd be nice to get to know each other.
Huh? What did you just say? After that part about being trapped, we're gonna be what?
Friends?
Uh-oh.
What do you mean, friends? You think I'm stupid? You're trying to trick me. I've already been hurt once before. I'm not gonna let it happen again.
You've been hurt? What happened?
Anyway,
Come on. You really don't care about me. You don't want to know about me, even if I know that.
No, that's not true.
Fine. Then tell me.
Tell you what?
You know why they call me the ultimate writing prodigy, right?
Yeah, sure. You won all kinds of literature prizes and stuff.
Then tell me what I'm good at. Tell me what my genre specialty is. If you really want to convince me you give a crap, you at least know what that.
The genre that the ultimate writing prodigy specializes in. It's romance, of course.
You actually knew.
Your biggest success was So Lingers the Ocean, right? Everyone says it's your masterpiece. The book was such a hit that Fisherman shot to the top of all the hottest men polls, right?
Did you know all that? There's no way you care about me.
I'm telling you, I do. I mean, we're friends, aren't we?
You just my fucker.
I'm blind. Your state forward nature blinded me.
Toko ran off, screaming like a banshee. I'm not really sure. Does she hate me now?
I just imagine her having a Gollum moment just talking to herself with Jack.
Oh, God. Like she's just
No.
looking into the sink water.
Yeah. He likes us. No, he doesn't, you idiot. He's just being nice.
Once we were all
You're
done,
gonna
I
be-
headed back to
what?
my room for a little while.
Oh God, fuck. Now you want me to try to do that scene?
Just
Circus.
imagine it. That's all I said.
come on. Even though he's trying to be nice to us, main goal is actually master.
Right, master. But if what he's saying is true, I don't know if it's genuine or not. Maybe I'll buy. Maybe. Just. Maybe I'll observe it a little more.
Come on. Like I said, if he's a jackass, we can kill him at any time.
I'm loving it.
This is the ghost in the bathroom. Kill him. Kill him.
Shut up, Monica. We know it's you.
I have plenty of time. I don't feel like just sitting here. I should go somewhere.
And I'm gonna be right back. Gonna check on my towels, and I think I should be done with my load.
That's what he said. Oh, did I say that out loud?
Oh, it's not like we all heard it on stereo. Alright, now it's time to find Shaggy.
He's probably in there eating the Scooby snacks.
No, he's actually out in the hallway.
Looking for
But
good ghost.
But where in the hallway is the question.
Where in the world is Scooby-Doo and his gang?
Oh, there he is, right in the corner near the trash area.
'Cause he's trash. He's the trash man.
I had a dream last night. I saw that the spirit world was going to flood us with energy and save us from the school nightmare.
How about that?
It's a prophecy. Take heart, my man.
Should I hang out with Hero for a while?
I don't think we should.
Oh, I've got something I wanted to show you. I got the stigmata on my back.
Hey, come on.
It's a gift from the gods.
Hero showed me a scar on his back, though I didn't really get what it meant. Hero and I grew a little closer today. Alright, if you say so. I mean, I don't consider looking at back scars a closeness thing.
At least he's not showing something else. We'll be fine.
Still disturbing.
As long as he's not showing his fucking Scooby-Doo stash. We'll be fine.
That's real nice of you, man. I'll gladly take it.
I get the impression that he liked it. That's good.
Yo.
Hey, Makoto. What's up, my brother and fellow mother lover?
Whoa.
I think he completely fucked up what he was trying to say.
Let's raise our semi-siblings up right, okay?
Stop talking about that.
Oh, so then.
So, you ready for the next round?
Never. Actually, how do you do your fortune telling anyway? I saw you doing palm readings and stuff, and you didn't use any tools or anything.
Wow, I didn't know you knew about divination tools. Sounds like you know your way around the spirit world.
I'm not sure you need to know that much to know about those kind of tools.
Yo.
Now that I know you're an expert, I have a question for you. A question and a correct answer gets you another discount.
No thanks.
Could it be?
There are 22 cards known as the Major Arcana, and 56 cards known as the Minor Arcana. Generally, the cards from the Major Arcana are used for divination. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The Major and Minor Arcana. And the Major Arcana cards are used to tell the future. And also stand users. Oh, I know. You're talking about tarot cards.
Oh, gloriously correct! I will now tell your fortune for a measly 600 bones.
Wow, really? Is something I never say. I've had enough fortune telling for one lifetime.
I see. Well, if you ever change your mind, you know where to find me.
Sure thing. Anyway, getting back to what I asked you about before. If you don't use any tools or whatever, how do you do your fortune telling?
Don't be mean.
Well, don't be fooled. I have my own techniques. For example, I employ numerology.
Numerology?
Yo.
It uses a mathematical formula to predict the future based on birth dates, letter numbering, all that.
But I didn't see you doing anything like that either.
Well, it's more of an inspirational style of fortune telling. Some kind of unknown power just acts through you and suddenly, BAM! You've got the info.
You're talking about intuition.
How about that?
Don't try and describe it using such a cheesy word.
But if it's not intuition, then it's gotta be some kind of supernatural power.
It's not like some occult mystery.
Don't compare my clairvoyance to some occult bullcrap. I hate the occult. Take that crap somewhere else. You hate the occult?
Well,
Yep. Now here's some good news. Act now and I'll throw in an extra bonus on your reading. I used white magic to record a CD of spirit messages I received from the luxury suite of heaven. 5 seconds of this, baby, and you'll be witnessing miracles and communing with angels for days. And
It already sounds like an infomercial.
he's selling heroin. This is heroin. And you said you hate the occult.
what the heck?
Hey, business is business. The more I talk to him, the less I understand. Like, seriously, it's either that or magic shrooms.
I'd rather take my chances on the shrooms.
What about shrooms?
Shaggy's selling shrooms.
Bro.
I shook up Hero's sales pitch and headed back to my room for a while.
Was selling weed.
I mean, listen,
At this
Shaggy
point, I
sells
would
all
just-
kinds of drugs.
At this point, I would just get some food and some books and just head back to my room and just start reading. And snacking out.
What are you doing?
Nighttime already? Tonight feels somehow uneasy. We still haven't settled things with Sakura. Everyone's in a terrible mood. I just hope nothing happens tonight. But what will happen tonight
In
is
this one.
drunk Monokuma.
Woo! Let me tell you about my life as a bear.
After I declined the offer to become a shrimp, the tech support lady just refused to drop the issue. Once the shrimp idea was dead, she came back suggesting I should become a crab instead. How much can one person love crustaceans? I said no, of course, and she shot back. Okay, then how about to make you extra special, you could be a crab that walks sideways and backwards.
Thank
But-
you, Toad.
But how's that any better? I don't want to go sideways or backwards. I want to go forward. I heard her annoyed sigh of relief on the other end of the line. Then she said, "You just don't see the splendor of the crab. Haven't you ever heard of the tale of the crab and the monkey?" Of course I've heard of it. I know all about it, but so what? The crab beats the monkey, but it's just some legend, hardly relevant to our greed-obsessed modern society. Sure, monkeys still show up in movies and stuff from time to time, but not crabs. Monkey-themed clothes are sweeping the fashion world, but the crab doesn't stand a chance, right? What I'm saying is, crabs have no place in today's light-speed world. Do your market research, lady! Which is why I chose the always popular bear image.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma.
What lady are we talking about? What the hell is this?
When they were coming up with ideas for Monokuma, it's like, well, you could be a crab. No, I'm just gonna pick a bear.
Crabs would be pretty
Dude.
offended by this point.
Good.
Fine time.
Alright, Daddy, you need to get off of my desk.
I need to do something about Sakura. I better go to the dining hall and talk to the others about it one more time.
Body today?
Huh? Was that someone screaming? I think it came from the dining hall. Makoto, we got a big problem, man. What's wrong? Look! Hiro's finger shook as he pointed.
Hina,
Voice acting.
Oh, shit.
are you okay? What happened?
She killed her.
She's alive, asshole.
Genocide Jill killed Hina.
She's still alive, dude.
Oh. She's dead.
Why? What happened? Well, Toko and Hina, just all of a sudden they were yelling, and then they knocked the pepper off the table. And that led to a sneeze.
You SOB! Are a little too perfect, aren't they? Mine may be flat, but at least mine are real. And look at my shapely collarbone. Doesn't it just totally set you on fire? Totally not.
Way obsessed about my boobs.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
oh, right, the
totally
collarbone.
not adorable boys. Just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else. My beautiful scissors! I'll start cutting and cutting and cutting. Indulging myself for who knows how long.
Okay then, let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, Hero, help me. Sure thing. She's what? She's perpetuating the ambulance for us? Thank you.
This man's head to be under my wheels, if you know what I'm getting at.
Oh, yes, right, because we all know what happened to Catman. Genocide Jack's abrasive laugh chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away. Man, if only there was an ultimate nurse. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office, she seemed to have finally regained her composure.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Are you sure you're feeling better?
Yeah, it really was just a scratch.
But still, that was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know.
Yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir.
So sarcastic! That just makes you sound even more hostile!
Hey, Hina, what the heck happened?
Oh, we just got into a fight, and I lost my temper and just flew off the handle.
Let me guess. The fight was because of Sakura?
But
I tried to just ignore it. If you let the jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have time to live your life. But she wouldn't just let it go, so I just...
what the heck?
Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like 12 times.
You're serious?
A dozen punches isn't really without thinking.
And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose, right?
Sorry.
It was my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was trying to say all these terrible things about my friend, you know?
Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door to the nurse's office burst open. I thought the door was going to fly off its hinges. And there she stood before us.
Hina. Hina. You're hurt. What happened?
Huh?
Oh, then nothing. It's not a big deal.
Makoto, Hiro, what's the meaning of this?
It wasn't me! It was Genocide Jill! It's all that demented murderous fiend's fault!
Damn. To hurt Hina. Damn you. To leave me alone, but hurt her. What is this?
How dare you?
What? Yes!
Oh shit, you're going all anime on us. I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch.
No forgiveness.
Forgivable.
I can't forgive this.
I can't forgive them.
Oh no. This is worse than any ghost Shaggy's ever seen.
Hero, if you want someone to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me.
I don't hate you exactly.
I can't forgive this.
Why?
Somebody save me! Hiro nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. But just a second later... What's going on?
Hey,
What's all this noise about?
Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room.
it would seem...
I gather that something happened.
Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura.
Wait.
You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm drawing a line right here and now.
Drawing a line?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Wait, Sakura!
Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were... Oh, crap. Alright, here it goes.
Time to rip the band-aid off.
Kyoko? Are you still mad? Yeah, I figured.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Huh?
About that issue we discussed earlier. It doesn't matter anymore.
Then, do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
In other words,
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right?
Yeah.
To think like that.
I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you.
I wouldn't have expected
That was
such
voice
arrogance
acted,
from
actually.
you. Oh.
That was voice acted, actually. That was, like, so quick from the VA, too. I'm like, whoa.
Damn, son.
What?
Because ultimately, that means you don't trust me.
No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
It's fine. I've already forgotten about it. Besides,
And
I may have overreacted.
Oh, this is the first time she's blushing to us. Huh?
Anyway, it's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it.
Okay. Thank you. I guess there's more. Let me just find out. Oh, there is. What is it you wanted to talk to me about?
indeed.
Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there.
Where?
So,
Just come with me, and you'll find out.
I guess, but
shall we go?
Well then, shall we get going?
with her typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. Ah, Kyoko! I hurried to catch up to her. She walked ahead in silence, and in silence I chased her. And eventually, we arrived. The dressing room? So the something else you mentioned.
Indeed.
That's right. It has to do with alter ego.
But you said we didn't need alter ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need them. I just said they had done their job. Besides, it's not us that needs alter ego. They have business with us.
Huh?
Right.
Alter Ego asked me to bring others to come see them. Apparently, they have something they want to ask us.
Alter Ego wants to ask us something?
Yep. Hello. Oh, so it's just the two of you. Kyoko and Makoto.
Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is 2 not enough?
No, it's okay. 2 should be plenty.
But what is it they want to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we?
Kyoko typed in the question. What did you want to ask us?
Oh, yeah, so... I'd like you to take me somewhere where you could connect me to the school network.
What?
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 Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, "Why?"
Well,
Super Coolio's like, the sexual tension here is too much.
You said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I finished my work, I don't want that. I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here.
That's right.
That's what Master would want too. So, to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of this school,
That's right.
the only way I can help is if you connect me to this school's network.
But if you did that, that's basically self-deletion. I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko?
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this.
but
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still,
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhumane AI, but it's true. So, it's okay.
I'm gonna do my best.
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid.
I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed, too admirable, too fragile.
Hey,
You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right?
Yeah.
certainly.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend.
Kyoko.
To be honest, I don't want Alter Ego to push themselves anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the Mastermind really will notice it. But
Makoto.
let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network.
But...
Hey,
They're our friend, so I want to take their feelings into consideration. And they say that they want to fight alongside their friends.
now,
If you were in their place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, Could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend.
So,
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
I want to believe in myself.
Oh, that was voice acting.
Oh. I guess I'll go fuck myself then.
How is that possible?
Is that one voice it too, or?
No.
Oh. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this.
Leave it to me.
So please, let me try.
Listen.
And besides, there's one place where the mastermind might not notice.
One place?
That's right.
Remember? There's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera.
A room without a surveillance camera. That's it! The secret room you told me about. I definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there.
Indeed.
And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall. However, just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up any of this, then it's all over.
You're right.
That's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I still think we need to try.
Correct.
Because that's our best chance at finding any new clues.
Kyoko, in that case, will you let me carry them? There's no way you can hide them with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
It's true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then...
Then let's get started. It's gonna be a little crowd for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay?
We started packing them up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket.
It tickles.
Shh, you can't talk right now. We're going to move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay?
Understood. Your command has been implemented.
Good. To have them react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there were a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers.
So there might be a network cable in there?
However...
Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already.
Well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves.
It's true.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. Yeah, you a kitty cat. You doing, little kitty cat? Yeah. Yep. There he is.
Hey.
Hi, Els.
Hey, Makoto.
Why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again.
What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go. And to make sure you don't run off, I'm gonna wait right here.
Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful, I thought I made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go.
Okay, I'm going.
So then...
And be thorough. I'm counting on you.
Okay, first we have to find a network cable.
Time to play the James Bond music. Or Mission Impossible. There we go.
Yeah, Mission Impossible. possible.
This laptop will now turn into an origami bird and fly away.
Done it.
According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Found it. This is a network cable, right? Now we just have to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Leave it to me.
Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please, just wait a little longer.
I'm gonna do my
Just hold tight and put your faith in me.
As I was about to leave, I decided to leave them with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all the rest of us as friends.
Friends? Even me? Thank you. Thank you, Makoto.
Makoto.
How'd it go?
Well, it went okay, but all the, documents were gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore, that much was for sure. Ah, Kyoko!
What?
Yes.
So we're just gonna split up?
Why is that?
Of course. I have no reason to stay with you at this point.
Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct?
Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance.
That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what are you going to do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However,
But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen.
Then what should we...
so...
If we can find some new clue, that would likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now.
Which is why Alter Ego...
Correct.
All we can do is wait and believe in our friends.
You're right. That's our only option. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. I'm kinda tired, so I lay down in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving Alter Ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, I had completely dozed off. Now, a visitor at this hour? Huh? The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleeping haze and pulled me back to the real world. It's like 5 more minutes, Mom.
Makoto.
Rattle.
Makoto, get out here.
Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me, and she was white as a ghost. It sounds like something's happened.
What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake.
She said for us to come to the rec room.
The rec room? Okay, let's hurry.
Kyoko,
Hina, what's wrong?
something's not right. In the rec room.
What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey,
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
I was just walking past and I happened to notice her and through the window. But I couldn't get the door open. Is this voice acting?
Yes. No. Actually,
Okay. I tried knocking. I tried calling her name. But she wouldn't respond. So, what should we do? What are we going to do?
anyway,
First of all, we need to get into that room.
But the door's locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
listen to me.
We're going to force our way in.
I just said...
Wrong.
The door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock.
Huh? Then why...
It would seem...
It feels like the door is pushing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair?
Chair?
In other words,
Either way, this door isn't locked. Which means as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply.
Then there's no problem if we break in?
indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way.
Okay, I'll go get something to break it with. Wait right here.
Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure... Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long.
Here! I found a broom in the classroom. Use it.
Makoto,
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please!
Come on, please hurry.
Okay, you two stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could, aiming directly at the window. All it took was one solid hit.
Crash.
Bandicoot. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I could just... I pushed on it with all my strength, and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her... all I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then...
A body had been
Like that, bitches.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Danganronpa.
Here we go.
now for the investigation.
Huh? Sakura's...
Huh?
Oh, voice acting.
Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
I heard Tina talking, but my eyes started steadily forward. I could only look on. At Sakura's dead body.
We didn't make it in time. It's happened again.
Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead? Checking for a pulse or a reaction?
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others.
On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And Why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again.
I need to examine Sakura's body.
I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long...
I got everyone.
What?
Ogre?
Yes, yes.
Is my mic not working?
Oh, there you are. Sakura's been killed? I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began...
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means.
Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say?
Oh. Whoever killed her. It's just someone in this room.
It's your fault!
It was one of you. Hiro, Byakuya, Toko. One of you have killed Sakura.
What?
What?
You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation?
I don't need to investigate anyway. Anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
I won't forgive you.
One of you did it. I know it.
You know it? Ba-bum, ba-bum. Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma file!
And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that Hold on. There's something I want to ask you. It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura? Ha-ha. Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that. It saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey,
I gotta tell ya, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she had violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her. So I don't know who it was, but whoever the Blackened is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one.
Oopsie, before you get all pissy-potty at me, you better figure out who did it first. Because, I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
I won't forgive you.
I hate him. I hate this whole thing.
Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind, after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead.
Then let's decide who will stand guard this time.
I'll do it.
Hina?
I'm okay. I'll just handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then Hina's guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
What?
Me?
You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
That's fine.
Fine. I'll stay behind.
Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we?
Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is...
Ira, Vanka, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
What?
It's your fault!
One of you killed Sakura.
I won't forgive you.
I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate.
I don't care what you say. I'm not letting one of you who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if that means I have to use force, you're not getting in her.
Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a
It's
compromise?
all clear now.
I won't ask you to let all of us in, just let me. What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
God, stupid Mike. Don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway.
And you,
Oi.
Hero, do you really object? Well, if you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
Then it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request.
Hey,
We have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory.
Fine. I get that's okay. But no matter what, Bianca, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her.
The way you said it almost sounds like his name is now Bianca.
Oh fuck! I think I need to get out and back in.
Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen.
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
Listen to me.
all of us face execution.
Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it.
I know it wasn't us, we were asleep.
What is going on with my mic?
First it's the Elgato, then it's my laptop, now it's your mic.
Happening? Let me try to screw with it for a little bit.
I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood.
Hey.
Oh yeah, Sophie would BRB. I'll
Okay.
take over.
Okay.
You want, or if you want me to do it, I can.
I can do it, don't worry. I think the case this time might be a challenge.
Okay.
Why
Then I
is
just-
that?
So,
I'm back for a moment.
I guess
You
I
only-
just go fuck. Okay, then I just guess I'm gonna go fuck myself.
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with a chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door.
So if the door was blocked from the inside, and there was no way in or out until we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words,
In other words, this is a classic locked room murder.
Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails?
Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through special methods seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations.
So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed.
Oh?
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push the switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door. Something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it.
Yeah, I think we could probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up.
What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is opened, they use the confusion to blend in with the crowd. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that.
That sounds like it could have been possible. Maybe.
it's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all.
Not a locked
In
room?
other words,
What I mean by that, I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality, it's generally not possible.
Then you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics.
So there are 4 possibilities. Then, Kyoko, which one of those 4 seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. Right now, I can't really say.
I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else.
Alright, now I'll be RB.
Alright. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have had any problem believing that that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. And I could see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance. But Byakuya!
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
That's...
Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well, yeah. I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little.
So you gave that candy to Sakura.
I found a box of it in the warehouse. I really liked them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them.
You really like them that much?
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all their flavor.
Hina. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Huh, there's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottles?
So...
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, perfect timing.
It's no different from your standard ship in bottle.
Huh?
You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that.
Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So, this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will.
I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle's sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass in the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? The chair was shoved up against the doorknob so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it.
I think I found out what my problem was. I put it in my mic in the wrong port. Damn it.
Ah, that'll do it.
Off my desk. You have clean water now.
Now my desk.
This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. and there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So,
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty.
Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you.
I know. But still, this protein can, it's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab has all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange.
Huh? What is?
Hey,
Do you see what's scattered around the can?
Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it.
Why does that matter?
So,
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on.
An important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Huh? The locker's open, and there on the inside, it's a handprint?
why?
What's a handprint doing here?
It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker, and it left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
Yes, Elliot, we know.
Oh, I never would have thought of that, Elliot. And it looks quite fresh, too.
Ellie wants to be part of the investigation.
I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker, and left behind a little something extra.
So then,
I think
maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility.
Huh? Why not?
Hey,
Think back before we opened the door. We looked inside the room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door.
Yeah, so then,
Elliot.
what does this handprint mean?
My little void, do you know the answer?
You know, that would be
Elliot from Sakura.
You know, that would be a cute idea of like Elliot and was like Kyoko's little apprentice detective.
Oh. My little
Games with all cats were in it. It was a mystery game.
Like the mystery, like the adventures of Kyoko Kirigiri and Elliot.
Oh, that's his full name, Elliot Onyx Leone. Yeah, oh, he's not happy with me. Don't slap me. Come on, you have fresh water, you have food. Go eat it.
What's attention, damn it?
Ow. He ran out of my room earlier today and the puppy tried chasing. Ow! You chasing him.
I can tell he's still not happy with the puppy.
I know.
Oh, sorry. We already know who did it.
I won't forgive you.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hero had to be the one of them.
Okay, I can understand the first two, but why Hero?
Oh, well, I mean, what? You don't think I'm capable of murdering somebody?
Like,
Oh,
you scared shitless of her.
I mean,
It's always the last ones you expect. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Moto?
Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more.
Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room.
What?
After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me, she said I left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her here in the rec room by noon.
By noon? The Monokuma file said she died right around then.
I'm telling you the truth. I heard her right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I stopped her, by force even, this wouldn't have happened.
Hina. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying, it might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly.
However...
But for Sakura to have been killed...
Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
It's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wondered, did someone get the upper hand?
They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly. They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
What?
Yes, Elliot.
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true?
Off my desk.
I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Yakuza says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation?
Yeah, I think so. For the most part.
So then...
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place.
She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Onward.
Onward, Christian soldier, march.
Marching as to war?
Yeah, we're off to war to find whoever killed Sakura.
They killed our strongest warrior. We Klingons will not stand for this. Okay, apparently I can't use the map while I'm still in the room.
Oh, wow, this is actually easier than playing on a desktop. I'm multitasking right now.
Ah.
And this game that I played, they have their Flappy Bird clone. I think I mentioned this.
Yeah,
It's
she did.
easier to play on my iPod because of the touchscreen.
Flappy Bird, Flappy Bird.
Those other two probably went back to their rooms. Alright, who to see first? Well, Toko's the closest. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds... Hold on, let me see if this is voice acted.
Who's there?
Oh, it is voice acted. Ah, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Oh, what do you want?
So you're back to normal.
Is it?
Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
Okay, this part isn't voice acting.
Okay, what do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something.
I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him.
What? She wanted to meet with Master too? Just said two, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it?
Mitz, I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go.
Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Good enough? Then I'm going back to my room.
With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Okay then. Moving on. Oh no, wrong guy. There it is. I pressed the doorbell. And after
Ding
a
dong,
few
yep.
seconds...
I ding dong, you pothead.
What's up, Makoto? Do you need something?
Yeah, actually. I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
How did you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too.
What? When did Sakura tell you that?
Well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course.
But didn't she write you a note?
Yeah, a note. She
How about that?
she gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing.
I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that?
Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt, and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then.
While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you?
Do I still have it? Let's see.
Hiro is feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore.
With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh?
What?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out.
Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me.
Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it.
He did it.
I didn't do it.
Yes, you did.
How many times you're gonna accuse him of killing somebody?
It wasn't me.
I want to see his death going off in a big psychic ball. Like you see at those fucking fairs, like with like electricity going in them.
It's now time to predict the future!
What the fuck? God damn, now I'm already reminded that my town's gonna be starting this county fair soon.
Okay, so I've heard from Toku and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start?
Time I look at that, it reminds me of Chemical X, and now I'm just having the thought of like her becoming a Powerpuff Girl now out of nowhere.
Yes.
What?
Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way.
Yeah, I got it.
I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand.
Yes, sir. Would you like me to suck your balls while I'm at it, sir?
Please, just be very gentle, okay? The last person that tried to do it was very rough.
God damn it.
Circus, how thirsty are you today?
Trust me, you don't know.
I have a water right here if you need it.
This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it.
It's called cocaine, sir.
Yellow?
Special blend. Let's see. What's on this shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I could consider this part of the shelving unit section A. Huh, but wait! There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Did someone put it in here on accident? So on this shelf looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. Have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser. Which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that.
My private lessons, like they could for you.
Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I could consider this part of the shelving unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. On this shelf is one look and I could tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I could consider this part of the shelving unit section C. I should try to find out more about this shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has regens, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that in Section A, there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there.
Ah, finally I got that peanut that was stuck in my teeth. Ow.
Ooh.
I know it's been there since last night. I've tried everything to get it out.
There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So, in other words...
That's right. It can only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. These are footprints? And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop chop.
They have a digital camera and they're not going to use it.
A what?
A what?
They have a digital camera that's an anime, dudes. And they don't use it for evidence. Okay.
Oh, Kevin took it with him to Purgatory. They were like, no, we don't want any of his germs on us.
Actually, no. He went to hell. He never went to Purgatory.
So I got to work, and before long, I'd drawn up a sketch of the room.
Oh my god, I forgot to tell you, Mr. Dini, I came a demon. Therefore, I'm torturing Kevin for eternity. Yay, #1 for Junko.
Well, Taka's going to be writing a letter to Mondo about this pretty soon. So how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me?
I see.
So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No!
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints are a really valuable clue.
Jesus.
There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should go take another look around the rec room. Alright, back to the scene of the crime, where it all begins.
Hey.
Are they coming back, or
I don't know.
I think I'll
Yeah.
try. Since
Yeah.
Wow. So, Makoto, how's your investigation going?
I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
I see. So, along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying.
Someone's lying.
Anyway,
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time.
What'd I miss?
Well, we went back to the scene of the crime and we're looking at some new clues. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out.
Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
Don't you think you might actually need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it.
unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times... I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
it's true.
That's totally normal.
Then how can you...
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past.
What?
Sorry, never mind.
hey,
More importantly, look here.
Her shoes?
correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep?
Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1.
Hey,
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
It would seem.
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head.
2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail.
I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue.
A clue, a clue.
Oh, you see a clue? Where?
It's right behind you, idiot.
A clue! You're right, and it was right in front of the magazine, and I didn't even see it. Wow, that is a pretty big paw print right there. You know what we need? We need our handy-dandy
Notebook.
notebook, right. Okay, so now I have to draw a magazine rack, and then I have to do all these little manga strips.
Oh my god!
Uh,
This is so.
I can actually watch Blue's Clues on Paramount Plus because it's all the episodes are on there. Huh?
Here's
This
the that makes me wanna wag my tail with it cause I wanna. Oh.
This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think?
Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is... on one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters, and it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
Correct.
Then it would appear you found it.
Kyoko, is this?
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it.
A dying message.
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking.
Hey, is that... That says Toko, right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
What the heck?
Then she is the killer, right?
Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I forgive you.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer.
I could see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious.
I will murder her in her sleep.
I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new. Something new.
hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it.
A correlation. Hey, Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
so,
I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome.
And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer?
I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with.
Oh,
Only to a degree?
hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right?
An experiment?
anyway,
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get all the smaller pieces, too.
Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
that doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine, and that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then,
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. Well, I'm done. Try to gather up all the glass.
With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up,
Sorry to keep
So
you
then.
waiting. Is everything ready? Then let's get to work.
so what kind of experiment are we doing?
in other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights.
Compare the weights of what?
The pieces of glass you collected, and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact.
Why do you want to do that?
That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
listen,
First, let's compare the weight of two of the normal Monokuma bottles.
It's
in
balanced.
other words,
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same.
Which makes sense.
The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
So then,
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see?
Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out, or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Okay, then let's give it a try.
Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought.
What?
In other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles put it all together.
hey,
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. Ding.
I love doing that.
Whoops, you caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Could I do it? Is
You
it okay?
bastard.
Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Oh, I want to end this
See you
episode.
soon.
Let's get into it.
Don't talk to me about sleeping, Monokuma. I've been up since 2 a.m.
Oh boy, 2 a.m.
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
Well, you know what we can do, Circus? To make up for last week, we could just do the class trial on Friday.
It's up to y'all.
Just so you don't have to be in suspense.
It's up to y'all.
It's already
Sure.
time. But the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen.
I still think you probably.
Monokuma
Let's
made
go.
his Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then the ultimate martial artist, smiley face. A locked room murder mystery, sideways winking face.
What the...
Fuck.
Oh, I just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body, sideways laughing face.
This is just
That's
plain. That's just plain creepy.
Well,
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends, crying face?
He's right. That does make it seem sad.
I can't wait.
Now then, please get on the elevator, surprised face. I'll see you all down there. A bunch of emoticons I don't fucking know.
dancing.
Like point to the
That's
left, point up, point to the right.
That's supposed to, yeah, I think it's supposed to be a dancing emoji.
I'll do the Harlem
What?
Shake.
What the hell was that?
I don't get it.
Just the worst.
Get you guys. How can you act for murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean.
I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
Ah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
I wouldn't fucking say that. Ever.
Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. And that person is here? That person is one of us?
If only we knew now.
Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close, and felt it begin its sinister descent.
We going to hell.
The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Oh, we're in ancient Egypt now. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely? Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial.
Okay, we get it. It's deadly.
And overly dramatic every single time I say it.
Yeah, that might have just been a regular dance emoticon.
Fuck.
I'm looking at some right now.
I think this game also... I think this...
Shit. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think this game came around right around the same time that Gangnam Style came out. So, it wouldn't surprise me if Monokuma was dancing to that.
God damn it. No, I'm already... during that whole last part when you said it's Makoto, I'm already hearing Roundabout by Yes playing in the background for that.
Yes. We figured out that the killer is Hiro. Well, I didn't do it. To be continued.
No, the killer was Sai.
No. To be continued.
What are you doing, Elliot?
The killer's Byakuya. Really? To be continued.
No, it was Elliot, the killer.
It's Monokuma. Oh, come on! To be continued.
What are you doing? What are you doing, baby?
MCA.
Whoa.
Hiro's like, you know who I blame for killing Sakura? This plate of expired pasta!
I think it was your spirits.
Oh, yes, by the way, Sonics also have to send a letter to Mondo. It's
Who's
like,
farting?
What?
What? I keep hearing a...
Oh, no.
It's like, dear Mondo, so this is what's been going on in Purgatory today. So Celeste has got her castle now, and then everybody's just been going inside and putting Kevin on the succulent pig thing. Like, they put the apple in his mouth, and they've just been twirling him for the past 16 hours.
Sonic, please stop sending me letters. I told you, it's over. I don't want to hear from you anymore. Bye.
Why is Arnold getting involved in this?
We are building a brazen bowl to put Kevin in. It is going all right.
Yeah, meanwhile, I've just been writing this letter, and then yeah, it seems like we've just been getting a whole bunch of people around. It feels weird just having all of the cast members from Lost to be in our party. I was like, Celeste, you really want to invite these people over? And she was like, well, we have nobody else around. You know what? You know what we'll do with them? We'll just throw them to the wayside anyway. So I was like, all right, whatever.
Oh, we definitely getting a fucking skateboard ramp next week too, so we can ride Kevin's body back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
And
It's
then
gonna be
you're going to make Kevin watch the skateboarding video with the stuffed bunny girl. He watched the Christmas video and he cried the moment the music started.
Yeah, we
And
made
now
him...
he can't. And now he can't listen to Little Drummer Boy without having an episode.
There was even one point where I was really surprised they made him watch Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas.
Oh, we're not over yet. We gotta make him watch the Cameron's version of Left Behind. He's gonna scream bloody murder by the time we're done.
We just been making him watch all these bad movies. He actually laughed at Birdemic, which we were like, okay, this is taking the fun out of it.
Oh, and he cried during the room. It was funny.
We're gonna make him watch the Good Burger sequel, though.
No. We won't subject him to Ed. Because Ed's too good for Kevin.
Ed's in his own reality show along with all the other mascots.
Mm-hmm. Good Empire. Who's gonna win?
Your mic is breaking up there, Circus.
Oh, it's probably the mic that's doing that then.
I don't know why my break. It's probably the fucking signal in here.
For some reason, like, it does that, and it sounds like a buzzy duck.
I don't know. It's my cell phone. I'm on.
What did I just step into?
Oh yeah, that's right. And Sakura just joined us, so we
Here
celebrated
is
her.
our
Well,
esteemed guest.
yes,
Welcome to the manor.
we gifted her some protein coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Much appreciated.
And if you want the honor, we have a real-life dragon in this castle that you can fight if you want. His name is Rex Lapis.
I was about to say, is it going to be Bone Tail from Thousand Year Door? Sakura's going to go through the 100 pit trials.
Or if you want Bonetail, then go ahead.
Speaking of dragons, we did Kevin with Dragon Tails.
Well, you're dressing him up as a scaly?
What?
Dragon Tails.
I'm sorry, I can't understand you, Circus. Like, you're just like cracking and I can't hear you.
I
Okay,
could use a bit of a challenge.
Oh, you know
Besides,
what?
I need to keep myself balanced, even though I'm in purgatory now. For when the next time happens for me, if one day I'm to be reincarnated. So that way I can be prepared for the next time. I'll be stronger.
We had just found out also, Mondo, that Sakura is going up against the Great Gonzalez in the one of the battles in Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door.
How do I sound now?
Fine now.
I know.
I said we're gonna make Kevin watch Dragon Tales over and over again.
No, that I don't mind. Make him watch the Donkey Kong TV show as well.
No, we gotta find a TV show that's so horrible that it make you want to gouge his eyes out.
Problem solvers.
Or the latest Velma show.
Oh, if you want something that visually hurts to look at, problem
Yeah.
solvers.
Or just a really bad anime. Because we all know that he has his anime.
Make sure it's
Oh, then make him
we can make
watch
him watch. I have
What
it.
the heck's
I
the
have
guy's
it.
name?
Alright, well,
I
let's-
have an idea.
The horror manga game, guy.
We'll make him watch gay hentai.
I'm sure he'll be into that, though.
Yeah.
Because remember, he's panned. 'Cause
Junji
he has a thing
Ito.
for Makoto.
No. The crappy, dubbed hentai ones.
Oh, the one with
Sui
the
no
Ameri-
Sora?
You know, the animation's bad, the voice acting's bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
Sui
to the
no
point where
Sora.
you can't come to it. Yeah.
Oh God.
I don't
Yasuko
even
no
think-
Sora. Oh no, not that one. Self.
It's barely even animated. It looks like the guy's doing push-ups.
Alright, let's end this now before we go any further.
Well, we'll see you Friday, guys.
Yeah, so we'll either do the class trial Friday or we'll just wait till next Wednesday to do it. And, yeah, we'll catch you then.